Hanayama Kaoru never imagined that someone could use their head to withstand his full power strike. What's even more ridiculous is that not only was his opponent completely unharmed, but his own fist was completely shattered instead. Just moments ago, the cross-dimensional battle between Baki and Kengan finally began. For the first match, the Kengan side sent out the iron-headed Sapang, while the Baki side sent out Hanayama Kaoru. As the match started, Sapang was the first to attack Hanayama, landing a fierce punch squarely on Hanayama's face. Even Hanayama himself didn't expect that as the only tough guy in Baki, he'd now be getting beaten up by some young punk. However, Sapang was still too young. Just as he was getting into the rhythm of his beating, Hanayama suddenly launched a heavy punch that struck directly at his face. The tremendous force sent Sapang flying straight to the barrier. Everyone from Kengan was shocked to see this scene. What's even more outrageous is that Hanayama Kaoru has become a true monster without ever training. Sapang, getting back up, became even more excited. But what he didn't expect was that Hanayama actually took off his shoes, then tore off all his clothes, revealing the traditional tattoos passed down through generations of the Hanayama family. This meant that Hanayama had acknowledged him as a worthy opponent. Next, Hanayama took the same stance he used when fighting Spec. It seemed he planned to end the battle with one final strike. Seeing this, Sapang also decided to hold nothing back and quickly charged toward Hanayama. However, with just one hit, Hanayama sent Sapang flying several meters back. But the title Iron Head wasn't earned for nothing. The two locked eyes, both deciding to put their full strength into this battle. Neither side gave an inch, continuously attacking each other with iron fists and steel legs. The fight grew more intense, leaving the audience breathless with excitement. However, what Hanayama didn't expect was that Sapang would use his own head to withstand his punch. Taking advantage of Hanayama's moment of shock, Sapang instantly dodged and landed a heavy punch on Hanayama's abdomen. But what he didn't expect was that Hanayama, despite taking such a heavy hit, was completely fine. Then Hanayama switched from defense to offense, landing another devastating punch on Sapang's head. Little did he know he had fallen into his opponent's trap. Sapang executed a sweeping leg kick that made Hanayama lose his balance. Just as everyone was puzzled, Lang provided an explanation. It turns out Sapang had been training the strength of his skull since he was 5 years old. The current Sapang had already trained his skull to be harder than steel. Not only that, years of high-intensity left-way training had repeatedly strengthened and reshaped his entire skeletal system. Facing Sapang's storm-like barrage of punches, Hanayama could only defend passively. However, just when Sapang thought the match would end this boringly, he overlooked the most important thing, Hanayama Kaoru's grip strength. Hanayama grabbed Sapang's arm and suddenly applied force, instantly tearing his opponent's arm muscles. Then Hanayama once again used the full power strike that had defeated Spec, sending Sapang flying completely. But just when everyone thought the Iron Head had been defeated, Sapang stood up once again. He slowly approached Hanayama. It seemed this showdown wouldn't end so easily. Hanayama once again swung his cannon-like fist, but this time Sapang was prepared. He suddenly leaned back and chose to directly use his iron head to withstand Hanayama's iron fist. What's even more ridiculous is that not only was his head unharmed, but Hanayama's fingers were all broken instead. This was Sapang's special technique, the left-way iron